Trevor, we're back.
Thank you.
We're back.
Appreciate that.
You should know. I was letting
Did you
Ryan,
learn that when you went to school at Missouri, that's when we're back, is when we're on camera?
I learned lots of things at the fine University of Missouri.
I'm glad that you were able to learn things.
Yes, lots and lots of things. What was that about? Okay, enough of you. Mm-hmm. But we're here in the house with Ryan Crowley.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know why I tend to oscillate back and forth on that one, but it's Ryan Crowley, Bakersfield High School senior, the Mayor's Trophy Award winner. First of all, congratulations. That's always a terrific honor, and I think it went to the right guy this year.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's a pleasure to be here, and it's just pretty amazing all that this community gives to me.
So the Mayor's Trophy, as you were awarded, Karen Go, the new mayor, gave it to you last night. It's as you know, is a very prestigious award, and one of the reasons you know is because your girlfriend Noelle Pardo won it last year. So you sort of sometimes I talk to the kids who win it, and it's I really didn't know how big of a deal it was until I applied for it and got into it and realized this is really cool. You knew, right?
Yeah, so my girlfriend won it last year, so it's kind of like a running joke between us, like what's going to happen this year? Do I have a shot? And actually, it's been at BHS the last 3 years, including this year with Ali Vaughn winning it and then Noelle. Yep. So I kind of had an idea of what was happening there.
No pressure or anything.
A little bit of pressure.
A little bit of pressure. And the Mayor's Trophy, athletics, academics, leadership, and community service, kind of the four-pronged. And I think you pretty much exemplify all four of those. Obviously, a captain on the BHS football team that won a Valley title, a captain on the basketball team that played for a Valley title, and then also the academics of 4.5 GPA, just keeping that up year after year, and then all the community service you do. You can read the story in the paper or online at Bakersfield.com.
Well, we can look at the video right now too of Ryland, of the whole night too.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you. I didn't realize there was sound on this video. Oh. Is there sound? Oh. Well, let's roll the video. Okay, here we go. What was the moment like for you to kind of hear your name and knowing all the background of it, that you were in the running for it, that Noelle had won it last year, and you see the mayor up there talking? Kind of describe your emotions.
Yeah, so it was a pretty surreal moment. So when she started talking, I'm like, okay, this could be me. And then after each one, I'm more and more like, oh man, this is crazy. My heart was beating, pounding out of my chest. And then to have that moment, to be there with my parents and with Noelle, it was just a great moment and just surreal.
Did you have to kind of, did she sort of slowly build toward who it was? Like the first couple of accomplishments could have been anybody, and then it kind of like those trivia contests you get where you get one clue that narrows it down and then another clue?
Yeah, it was kind of like that. So the first stuff was a little more basic, and then it got more and more specific, and then I knew, and like, you got to get down there, because actually I was in the top row because I wasn't totally sure that anything was happening, so I kind of had to sprint down the stairs, and then I got there, and she said my name and walked out, and it was pretty awesome.
That is awesome. And there's Navante Demison. He was the best male athlete.
That's my boy.
We saw Lexa Keene earlier, best female athlete, two-time winner of that award.
And Navante and you, good friends. And so I think we think about these awards. I don't think about the logistics of it. So you're sitting in the front row, then you got backstage, and you left your phone up where you were sitting, right? So you were trying to get to your parents to know where you were so they could take some pictures and congratulate you and things like that.
There you go, Ryan. Here you go, Ryan. Did you want to use this again?
You can use Trevor's phone.
I'm good now. I got my phone now.
All sort of things happened back there.
Yeah, so actually I had to make a couple of runs up and down, and it was a little bit hectic there, but it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was that moment. I thought it was a neat moment for you, Ryan, where it was at one point that Mayor Go looks at you and goes, "Ryan, don't you want your parents here?" And you go, "I don't have my cell phone. What do I do?" And then you're an intelligent young man, and you said, "Can I borrow a phone?" And so I handed you mine, and you tried to dial
for me.
tried to dial your parents, but obviously in the moment they probably didn't hear it ring, and so out runs Ryan. And when you're backstage at Harvey Auditorium, it's also a lot of doors back there, so you don't really know which door to go out. So I was like, make sure you go out that door and come back in that door.
I actually think they saw Trevor's name on the caller ID and rejected the call. That's something more like that.
I would reject a phone call from myself.
Good call. So what's up next for you, Ryan? And obviously, we should mention we had it on the show a couple of weeks ago. You also won, or were one of the finalists for the Award for Excellence from the Pro Football Hall of Fame and the U.S. Army, which is a cool deal as well. And you'll find out about that in August at the Hall of Fame ceremony. So that's one thing you're doing this summer. You also mentioned you're going to be working in the lab with your dad, who's a dermatologist.
Yep.
You also are helping out rising seniors who will be filling out their own college applications before you head out to Stanford in September.
Yep.
So kind of a fun-filled summer for you. But at this point, first graduation is the first thing, right? What are your emotions like as you kind of speed towards graduation in a couple of weeks?
Yeah, so for sure, there are lots of varying emotions here. Obviously, I'm super excited to graduate. It's been a great 4 years, but also going to be leaving a lot of great friends, a lot of great teachers, and BHS is just an amazing atmosphere, and so it's going to be tough to move on from that. Also have a valedictorian speech I have to write, so little nervous about that.
Been there, done that. Been there, done that.
I
Yeah.
love the also, let's throw this in there too. I'm the valedictorian.
Oh,
at
by
Ryan.
the way. Oh, by
Yeah,
the way.
by the way, I am as humble as I perceive to be, and which is a great quality that you have, Ryan, and that you do all these things, but yet you don't ask for any of the recognition. You just go out there and do this because that is truly what is in your heart. At what age did you really kind of take on this whole mindset that you are more than just yourself and the community? You know, it's upon you to give back to the community.
Yeah, so I say I probably didn't really understand that and start understanding that until I actually went to BHS. So when I started out as a freshman, that's when I really truly understood the community there, the community at BHS, and I think that's when I really started to try to give back a little bit because I'd realized at that point how much Bakersfield has given to me.
So BHS, a lot to do with it, and then I would say your parents too, right? How have they influenced you in that regard?
Yeah, my parents are amazing. They're always there for me, always supporting me, and they're just great people, and to have them as role models, that really helps.
As you leave Bakersfield, at least for the time being, 4 years at Stanford coming up, at least 4 years at Stanford coming up.
Hopefully 4.
What's that?
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, 4.
It's
I
gonna
thought
take
you were
4.
going into med school, so I wasn't
Yeah,
sure if that
maybe
whether
med
there was
school or a master's,
something else
yeah.
you could go somewhere else anyway. But Stanford is the next stop. You sort of leave behind this legacy with Bakersfield, and that means a lot to you, I think. How has that relationship sort of developed over the last 4 years?
Yeah, so I mean, I think that's always been something in my family. Like, I've had members of my family who've gone to BHS, lived in Bakersfield their whole lives, and I'm actually leaving behind a little brother who's a sophomore this year. And so just continuing that legacy, continuing on at BHS, I mean, that means a lot to me.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's an incredible story when you think about. Well, it's funny because Ryan is getting all of this, and then somebody that doesn't know him goes, wait, he played line for the football team. He's Zach's size. How is that possible?
Not quite that little.
But I mean, but that's the thing is you guys won the tradition of excellence last night. You helped the team win the 37th Central Section title in football. You guys went to the D1 finals in basketball, the first team from Kern County to do that since it's been at Selland Arena. For you, how did you kind of overcome those physical obstacles? Because obviously you're not big, you're not overly, muscular. I don't want to throw you under the bus here, but how do you come all those physical attributes to just say, hey, you know what? I'm going to play wherever you need me to play, and I'm going to do whatever you ask me to do, and be a captain too, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, so you hinted at it. So I'm actually at 189 pounds right now, so I'm pretty happy about that, trying to get my weight down a little bit because rugby's a fast sport.
Right.
So really getting over the physical hindrances that I have. Say the number one thing would probably be the coaching staff. The coaching staff at Bakersfield High School, both through Coach Burr in the basketball program, Coach Gola, and Coach Levy in the football program, they really help you to go beyond that, work on your technique. And then it was just hard work. I just had to work my butt off, put my head down, and the great teammates too. My teammates were always there to support me. Every day I would show up to practice and have a smile on my face just because I could spend time with such great guys. And so I think it was the combination of the coaches, the teammates, my parents, and just everyone around there that really helped to push me.
Did you know growing up that you wanted to play football and basketball? I mean, because obviously you were not the biggest kid in the class or anything like that. You weren't a Navante Demison who would have won youth national wrestling championships and those sort of things. But was that always sort of the plan?
Yeah, so my older brother played football and basketball, so I kind of knew that I kind of wanted to aspire to be like him. He's really been an influence in my life. So I kind of always knew that I wanted to play football and basketball. I'd seen the tradition. I'd been to football games at BHS, so I just kind of wanted to follow in those footsteps.
And the feeling to run out of that tunnel, and you were part of. Were you with the varsity when they won the state title as a freshman?
No, I was not.
You
on
were
that
not. You
varsity
didn't get to go up to the varsity, but obviously you were in school for that and got to go through that ride, and then to win, kind of go through by BHS standards two down disappointing years, and then to come back and win the Valley. That journey had to be pretty rewarding.
Yeah, I think you said it. So, I mean, we had 2 years that weren't our best years, and I think that really just made our senior year that much sweeter. To have that group of guys who had struggled, who had gone through that adversity for 2 years, and then to have your senior year, to have all of it culminate together in that one moment, in that Valley Championship moment, and that was amazing. I mean, you could see the pictures, just how smiled we were, how happy we were. We were all smiling. It was just a great culmination of all the 4 years of hard work.
37 Valley Championships. This is almost as many years as you've been alive.
Yeah, one less.
They'll never catch up to you.
They will not. Unless I just slow down somehow.
Yeah.
If I could slow down
Benjamin
the hands
Button
of
over there.
time, that would be incredible. I'd be a billionaire. Ryan, when you look back at winning Valley at Central, going to play at Del Oro in the NorCal Finals, playing at Selland Arena, getting an award from Marshall Falk, getting an award from the mayor of Bakersfield, can you categorize each one, or are they all a separate entity and each has its own greatness, its own feel for you?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So I would say this last one's a little more personal, because actually when I read the article that you guys put out, I saw some of the other people who had actually been nominated and who were like finalists for this award, like Denise Lopez Sosa from East and Alicia Viveras from Liberty. And I'd gotten to interact with them the last couple weeks, and just knowing how amazing and how accomplished all of those other people were, I think that really made that special to me, because that's something, it's a local thing. So I would say each has like their own individual thing. Like Marshall Falk, that was amazing. Surreal experience. But then this one was a little more local, so they had that touch to it.
What a whirlwind, though, of a senior year.
Oh, yeah.
That's
It's been
pretty incredible.
pretty
senior
amazing
year.
last couple.
And the TIAC Awards are coming up on Monday as well.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
there's
Are you a
still
TIAC
that-
finalist?
I don't know anything about that. Yeah.
I'm not sure who they. We usually
Okay.
get a list of finalists around now, so maybe you'll find out, or maybe not.
Yeah.
Anyway, that'll be next week. But maybe you don't have room for any more hardware at home. You're gonna have to build another shelf or something. Hey, let's talk about your future a little bit. You want to get in. You're gonna play club rugby at Stanford, which is cool, and then also wanted to get into med school, right?
Yeah, so I'm thinking about med school. I'm trying to keep my options a little bit open. Still not really sure what I'm going to do with the rest of my life. So we'll see. But right now I'm thinking maybe med school. So that's a possibility.
Okay. You didn't want to be mayor of Bakersfield yourself and give it out. And I always ask the mayor's trophy winner that. One of these years,
cool.
somebody's going to come back and be the mayor.
Yeah, when you look at the list of all the people who've gotten the award, it's pretty impressive.
It's probably going to be Silas.
Silas could be. He could
Silas
probably
will
be
come
from
back.
Germany.
Yeah.
Mayor Silas Nasita. I like the sound of that.
I can see that.
Mayor! I like the sound of that.
Um,
It's a Back to the Future reference, Ryan. I don't know if you got it or not. We're old.
Barely caught it.
We're old.
Yeah, we that was our heyday. So hey, Ryan Crowley of BHS, congratulations again on just a terrific senior year, on winning the Mayor's Trophy last night. Well deserved, and thanks for joining us, man.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
That's Ryan Crowley of BHS. We'll be back. Brandon Park and Dave Hillstead of Stockdale Boys Tennis are in the house next here on BVarsity Live.